We are here. We are back. Week 2. I told you I'm about to be on it. I'm about to be on YouTube Live. It's something that I've been trying to do for the longest time. Right. One thing I wanted to talk about today is how are we going to really structure our credit report? There's so many times that people come to me who are saying, Julian, I'm looking to be able to get funding for my business. I need to be able to get X amount of capital. I got the business going, but they don't have everything set into place, right? Meaning they don't have the LLC, EIN, operating agreement, everything to sort on that end. But what's even more important is how is our personal credit structured? Because when it comes to our personal credit, we're going to have to use it because we're going to be personally guaranteeing most of the funding that we're going to get. I don't care what anybody else says. People say that you can only use your EIN. Yes, there are going to be some type of products that you can only use your EIN, but you're going to be get approved for the small limits. We're talking about $5,000, $10,000, but even with that, you're not able to use. It's not going to be flexible. You can't really use it everywhere that you want to be able to use it for, right? Typically, when people think about funding, they're thinking about having the flexibility to use that money for whatever they want to use it for. So they could be able to get the capital by liquidating the card itself or by swiping the card to be able to use it for any type of expenses. Now, if we're using EIN only funding, like we're talking about, some people talk about Sam's Club, some talk about uh, funding when it comes to gas cards. Yeah, you can get approved for those, but you have to only use them at Sam's Club, or you can only use it at a gas station. Now, if you're a real estate investor, what type of value are you going to get from that type of funding? So that's why I tell people, look, if we're going to go ahead through the process of setting up our business, setting up our structure, our lending profile, we might as well set up in a way that we can be able to get the highest amount possible. So we're talking about going, of course, the big ones, Chase, Bank America, Wells Fargo, but we're also talking about the small banks as well. We're talking about Regions Bank. We're talking about PNC. We're talking about Citizens Bank. We're talking about the banks that may not be everywhere across the nation, but the banks that are localized. Those are the banks that a lot of people don't know about. Those are the banks that true funders have their value. Because once you hit Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, then you're done. The true value of a funder comes in when they're able to get you approved when nobody else is willing or able to approve you. That's the key, right? Knowing these small regional banks, having relationships with these bankers, right? Knowing what data points are going to have to go into the applications so that you can get approved for more. That's the key. That's the key. It's not, okay, how many banks can I hit up within a 2-day span, right? Anybody can shotgun an application. Anybody can shotgun an application. Yeah, they can go to Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. That's easy. You can go online and do that. But where's the value? How are you able to maximize how much you're going to get? Because if you go online right now, yeah, you get approved for $5,000, $10,000 without any type of strategy. Without any type of strategy, right? But when it comes to a funder, somebody who knows what they're doing, they're going to be able to walk you through a process to be able to connect you with a banker who's going to have your best interest at heart. Trayana, what's up? What's up? What's up? Bank of America. Yup. Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't even like Bank of America, to be honest. That might be my last choice. Are you doing today? How am I doing today? I'm doing amazing. How about you? But no, I don't like Bank of America. I mean, Chase is a strong option. Chase is an amazing option because not only do they have one 0% interest business credit card, they got multiple 0% interest business credit cards. And on top of that, what I love about it is that you can actually use what is called a credit line reallocation. right? So you can literally go to Chase, get approved for their 0% interest business credit card, right? Let's just say you get approved for $20,000. Cool, right? You can now apply for another business credit card. And what I would do, I would even apply for a 0% interest card. I would apply for one of their travel cards because typically when you apply for a travel card, you're going to get a higher limit, right? So let's just say that you get approved for a $30,000 travel card after you got that 0% interest card. Guess what? Now you could take, what did I say? 30,000, 29,000 off of that travel card and put it on top of that 0% interest business credit card, right? So now what, you put 29 on top of that 20, you'll have a $49,000 card from Chase that is 0% interest. I'm doing good. I'm just like watching TV, but in the morning I gotta go to sleep in like 10 minutes because I have to go to school. Hey, okay, yeah, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right, what's up, y'all? We got 22 people on, man. Let me see where y'all typing in from. Let me know. Y'all gonna get me hype. What's up, Emmett? What's up? How y'all feeling? Who do y'all like to bank from? Who do y'all bank from? Right? Who do y'all bank from? I want to know that. Who you go to banks, and do not tell me Bank of America. Do not tell me Wells Fargo. Okay, Chase. There we go. What time is it? Over here it's 11:25. What's up, North Korea? What's going on? User G3P. We got to get you a name, man. We got to get you a name on here, bro. But what's up, y'all? What's up? Okay. So one thing I want to talk about today is how we're going to be able to structure our credit report so that when we do go to the banks, we're going to maximize how much we're going to get. So that we're not going to we're going to get these $5,000. We're not going to get these $8,000 when we can't do anything from it, right? Also, if we got any small business owners in here, let me know what type of small business you own, right? I don't bring from anywhere. So look, if I'm talking about, or do we got real estate investors on here? Do we got e-commerce owners? Who do we got on here? Do we got business consultants? Do we have people who own beauty parlors? Let me know who am we working with, because I want to know, because I want to be able to customize what we're talking about today to your specific business. Hey, God loves you, and I love you too, man. Look, y'all showing a lot of love today. Right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we need to do for our credit report to be able to maximize how much we're going to get, right? I actually got a screenshot to be able to make it easy. There's going to be 6 factors that you need to be paying attention to. 85% of people skip over this. 85% of people skip over this. So that's why I'm so glad that you decided to get on this live today. Let's go. Look. All right, y'all, look, give me 1 second. How do I turn this around, man? This is literally my first time. Help me spread this all up, brother. Yes, sir. How do I turn this? Okay, here we go. All right, y'all, look. Have y'all seen this before? Let me know. Have y'all seen this before? I'm looking greasy, bro. My bad, man. Looking real greasy. This is going to be the perfect credit report that you can have to maximize how much funding you are going to get. Not getting this right is going to be the difference between getting approved for $5,000 and getting approved for $25,000, $30,000 of a 0% interest card. The difference between getting approved for $20,000 or a $50,000 business line of credit. I'm telling you right now, this is what you need to be paying attention to. All right, like how to check my alarm clock. So then I just looked at my photo. Have to go leave because it's very foggy outside. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. What's the foggy outside? I'm looking for my window. Okay, so look, y'all. So here are going to be the 6 factors that you need to be paying attention to. Payment history. Making sure that you have 100% payment history. Making sure you have no late payments on the last 24 months. You get 1 late payment, kiss all your funding goodbye. Making sure you clean this up. How do we remove these late payments? Look, that's going to be a whole nother call. But what strategy that we use the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is basically a set of laws that govern how each of the credit reporting agencies are supposed to report information on the credit report. Believe it or not, 90% of the information on our credit report, or 90% of the accounts on our credit report, have some type of inaccuracy that we can dispute and get removed. That's where the late payment comes from. That's how we dispute late payments. Credit card usage, that's our credit utilization, right? Making sure that we have under 10% credit utilization. I'm trying to tell you, the number one reason why I see people getting denied is because they overuse their cards. right? And I totally understand. Look, I totally understand because, man, things are increasing in price, but a lot of times our income is not increasing at the same rate. But I'm trying to tell you, man, I went to the grocery store the other day where they talking about $9 for some grapes. It's ridiculous, right? So, that's just one thing, right? I had to go ahead and get a new car because my gas bill is getting too high, right? And I don't care if I'm able to get gas travel reward points by using the card. I'm not trying to stack it up because guess what? I'm not able to get more funding. So look, if you have high credit utilization, making sure that you remove any late payments, charge-offs, collections, all of that, what you can do is go to happymoney.com. You go to happymoney.com, they could approve you for a personal loan dedicated to paying off your credit cards. Julian, why would I want to do that? Because this new personal loan is going to have a lower interest rate than what you have on their credit cards. A typical credit card is going to have anywhere between 25 or 20 to 30%. Those credit cards are not designed for you to be able to get paid off. It's not designed for you to pay them off. So use a personal loan. Use a personal loan from Happy Money to be able to pay it off. You basically refinance it. Now your revolving debt turns into an installment debt. And now installment debt does not have the same negative effect on your credit as an installment debt. So now you pay off your credit cards, your credit utilization decreases, your score increases, and now you're better in position for any type of funding, for to get approved for a mortgage, because now you clear off that credit utilization. We want to make sure we clear that off 10% or lower, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, derogatory marks, making sure we delete any charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies, repossessions. We're talking about all of that. Clear it off. Clear it off. Get it off. All right. I don't care how you do it. You hire a credit repair company, you get an AI software, do whatever you got to do to be able to clear it all. There's too many options out there for you to be living with bad credit for more than 2 to 3 years, right? Once you figure out, once you know better, once you find out better, you know better, you start acting differently, right? These are some of the things that we have to start thinking about. Stop living with bad credit, y'all. Look, credit age. That's the average overall age of all the accounts on my credit report. So if you're applying to a whole bunch of new accounts consistently over and over and over again, you get a whole bunch of new hard inquiries, opening all these new accounts, the average age of the accounts on your credit report is going to be significantly less. The less history that you have on your credit report, the less history you have on your credit report, the less you are going to get approved for when it is time to go to the banks and lenders. Because what they use what is called a comparable credit. So now you go to a Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, you go to a PNC, Citizens Bank, whatever. They're going to be looking at your personal credit report, see, okay, what type of credit cards, what type of payment history does this person already have on the credit report? Because if they don't have anything, and everything's brand new, they're not going to approve you for a lot of money. And I don't know about you. I'm not applying for funding unless I know I'm going to get at least $50,000, $100,000 at a time. I'm trying to tell you. So open these accounts and let them age out. Let them age out. Let them age out. That's what we're talking about. All right. So now when we got the credit age, I like to be able to have an average age of 4 to 5 years. So if you just opened up a whole bunch of new accounts, I like to be able to make sure I'm not opening new accounts for a while. Let them age out. Okay. Total accounts. I never seen that before now. Okay, yeah, I don't know what you were talking about. But look, if you just tapping in, let me know where you're coming in from. But total accounts, making sure that although we talk about not applying for a whole bunch of new accounts, it's important that that these accounts that we do have are going to be aged out, making sure we have a good mix of different accounts as well. We're talking about revolving accounts. We're talking about installment accounts, right? We're talking about rental payment accounts, right? Making sure you have a good mix of them, because when we go to the banks, we want to be able to show them that we're able to handle different types of debt. Now, if we only have installment loans, why would they give you a $50,000 revolving account? If you only have installment, they don't trust you. Why would they give you any type of a 50,000 line of credit? Why would they? You have nothing on your credit report to show that you can even handle it. That's what we're talking about, y'all. And then finally, we're going to talk about hard inquiries, right? We all know about hard inquiries. Anytime that we apply for any type of funding, about 95% of the time, we're going to have to personally guarantee it. And most of the time, it's going to be a hard inquiry. Okay? So, when we get that hard inquiry, every time we apply, we're going to get knocked off about 2 to 5 points. But thing is, we cannot be scared of getting hard inquiries. We cannot be scared, right? Because guess what? We know how to delete hard inquiries. We know how to delete hard inquiries. If y'all just jumping in, let me know where y'all coming in from. Let me know where y'all coming in from. Let me know what time it is. People are on a late night. We're on late night studying. Look, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, hard inquiries. That's going to be probably... It is the most common reason why people get denied, but it's also one of the easiest problems or obstacles to be able to get around. We could always delete hard inquiries off of Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's super easy. If you want to be able to hear about how we can delete hard inquiries, let me know in the chat. But if not, we're gonna go to... I'm gonna have to wait till next week. But this is something I do every single day. I've been doing it almost every day for the past 5 years. It's something I'm very passionate about. I've written out multiple SOPs. I've taught hundreds of people on how to be able to do this. And if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. Because I'm just jumping on because I want to know what people are looking to be able to learn about. Where are people stuck at? See what I could be able to help out at. You know, I see people, oh, if you just jumping in, let me know where y'all coming in from. Let me know, let me know, let me know. But outside of that, y'all, I just wanted to jump on real quick, see who's on, man, see what we talking about, so we can start getting ready for next week. But no, y'all gonna see me on here more often, y'all. One thing I want to be able to do is just get in front of people, talk more about this shit, man. It's something I'm really passionate about. Yeah, we'll see how can we be able to help out, y'all. But if there's nothing else, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Catch y'all.